Alright, and welcome back to episode... Oh, let me turn that down. Episode 9 of Phoenix Wright. With court now in session for the trial of Mr. Gpowtlaw. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Our old friend, Edgeworth. We're ready. At 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer, Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. Kind of crazy about how Edgeworth determines that, well, might not just be him. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Determines that all defendants must be guilty. Did a little bit more research on the Phoenix Wright thing, and apparently the maker of Phoenix Wright was making a parody of Japanese courts, because I guess this is a problem in Japanese courts, that they're extremely biased against defendants, maybe to the point of, hey, if you get accused, you must be guilty. So I guess that's why the game is the way that it is. Or, you know, and it's a parody also, plus it's a creation, so you can't take it fully at face value. But I suppose that was the author's original motivation. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Don't let me down, Gumshoe. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain it with the guide map here, see? To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the course. Studios, see? This here is the employees area, see? The actors that run through the action scenes in the morning here. I didn't get to go over there. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works the studios is here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past out of the studios. And here is Studio One. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. You know, now that I'm looking at that like that, I'm wondering if the decapitated monkey head in a fallen tree were part of what, you know, that guy coming in from the outside, if in fact that's what happened. Now, the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area till noon. Okay. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio One. Right after that, one security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later that day, 5. The production staff came to Studio One for rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Grim. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? I guess it's going to be important for the details, but we'll skip it for now. How medieval. What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Wouldn't witness here declare her name? Ho ho ho! Oldbag. Oh yeah, I knew she'd be all sucker for being in court like this. My, aren't you the handsome fellow? Oh, I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Oh, no. Oh, dearie, don't need me to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. You can never catch a break with his clients in this name. Yeah, Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Seriously? Just call me Grandma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me tell you, back in the day. Objection. I object to the sustain! He's like, I don't. Shut the fuck up. I'm just getting to the good part, dearie. You see, I was. To get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. The judge is like, I'm about 5 seconds away from canceling this whole bullshit. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since morning, okay? I had some errands to run that morning. Interesting. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by right at 2. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading to his studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I wonder what Edgeworth's gonna bust out. I mean, he's seen the evidence too, I'm assuming. Hold it! No one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Right, the guy who did it must have been an inside job. How did it employ a card key? Okay, I don't think that's gonna result in anything. What kind of errand? Answer the question! He could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Okay. Alright. Oh, I have my ways. The overjust young detective told me. So notice he talked and talked. You see, that detective isn't cut out for his job. You might be right. Gumshoe! Getting right out. Two? There's a spit. He might start. Look at this lady. I'll tell you who it was. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Go wax in your ear, sonny. Nick, this is your chance. I know. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him! Secret weapon of photograph. Objection! Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Phoenix about to go in. Mrs. Oldbag, you've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in the photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. How could they have not gone over this prior to the trial? What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Mrs. Oldbag! Is this the Mr. Powers you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that as Powers, right? Oh, Edgeworth didn't see that photo. He's like, oh my god. No, he's like, hold on, let me get it back. I mean, well, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. Oldbag time. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mrs. Witness. You saying you're old. Just having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that this person's photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? That was the old man. Of course I have proof. Nani? Nani? The witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. I would let you know if it would be so nosy. You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. What the? Alright then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, Mike. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Okay. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. I can't see that. That's how I do his Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine him with this. Okay? Gotta be behind something. I'll press until she squeals. Yeah, I mean, that's not enough. Edward's like, are you kidding me? Oh? The up and up. You today, always whining. What now? Objections, Mr. Wright. Please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the. I think Edward has met his match. Trip and fall? Yes, I think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh! So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. What? You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part. Where was the assistant then? Oh, she was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Make it to me just a little bit. He broke it. What? Dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. Think we've heard enough! Yeah, no kidding. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, couldn't find it. We were looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. Okay. It's not clear at all. You're sure, sir? That doesn't make sense. Hold it. Hold it! Nowhere in this photo can you see Mr. Powers. Yeah. Defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on the camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Oh, so now you're suddenly a good judge. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? Okay. I think that's true. Only person I saw. The person I saw go to studios before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. To the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Yeah. There's still nothing tying it. This is a more difficult case for Edgeworth, for sure. Hold it! How do you know that? Eh? Didn't I just explain? No, you said you have your ways, but how? I gave notice to the young detective, and then after some rubbish about being a secret pal, he told me everything. Gumshoe. Ah. That's right. That's how she knew. Hold it! Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Who didn't have an employee badge. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. That's right, sir. Let him have it, edgy boy. Old Windbag sure has balls. Or old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Come on, Phoenix. She's 17. Alright, back. Okay. On the studio before them with Mr. Will Powers. Alright. What if we present this? About to lose this one. I guess what I was thinking was no one else went in there. We already used this. I mean, I guess we could use it again. Let's try it. Yeah! Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Sheesh. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you'd wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note, and on the back of the photo I printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Even I know that means the photo was taken 2 p.m. October 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is that where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really is the only photo? Order! Phoenix has spoken. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there was only data for one of those photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Someone with an employee badge. Or someone with access. The security lady herself. I think it's a stretch to say that she's the one who did the murder. Yeah? Watch your mouth, whippersnapper. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can I just explain this to the court? Ahem. I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! What? Believe me, I want you. He's over here like, what? You gotta give me something. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Of course. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate somewhere. Oh. Even the judge is like, tired of this nonsense. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Okay? I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Uh-huh. This is Oldbag! God, you're killing me! You're killing me! Says Edgeworth. Well, of course not, Sonny. Oh, I just remembered it. Right? How can this be allowed? How can this be allowed in the court of law? Just straight up perjury. One moment, guys. Hold on 1 second. Right, guys. Back in it. Alright. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go to the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Oh, I'm on the cross here. Sorry. Job duty. Okay. Another job. Okay. No, they keep telling me to. Those computers are so frustrating. Oh gosh. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. Oh boy. For the most part. This Oldbag! Okay. Who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging around. One was there that day. Wait a second. Did you just say no one else could have got it? I locked the main gate so no one could get it. Those were your words! Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. What? The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside. Well, that's where they come in. So, not only is there another way in, there's a way in that doesn't cross the security gate that you know about and haven't fixed. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. And they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Oh, gosh, kids. So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Nani? Ho 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 ho! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade. So where's this kid at? Oh yeah. Well, we see this type here every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. The boy 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. How'd you know that? Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. Yeah, but he might have actually seen something, one, and two, I still think my earlier theory of somebody sneaking in from the studio and knocking off the guy, because I don't know why this game never talks about criminal motivation, but that's a key factor why you establish motive first. Who would want to kill the guy? That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. Court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Sheesh. Mr. Powers? Yeah. Yeah. Totally straight. Are you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio! I was sleeping, honest. Who's a steel samurai in that security phone? How should I know? Yeah, they took his... They took his thing. Somebody from the studio who wanted the studio to be successful, probably drugged him, that's why he overslept, took the samurai costume, took the spear, didn't already like hammer, killed him. That's what I'm saying happened. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. Nani! He should take better care of that stuff. Couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does he leave me? In trouble. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. Use your spirit medium powers and find out what happened. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can't get another day. It'll take him so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Oh, wow. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Damn. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's do this. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Just hold on, kid. We'll get you out of this. The trial of Mr. Powers, Mr. Edgeworth, leaders of the prosecution's thoughts on this matter. The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is no one else who could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty! Guilty! Very well, Mr. Wright. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's rulings. There is another person who could have committed the crime. Order! Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. No kidding. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. Sheesh. Should save it, but that'll be alright. We can get back here. Was the assistant? Maybe. Steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it and in doing so became a steel samurai. So you're saying the steel samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. Wow, that's pretty far-fetched. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't this samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? It's true. There's nobody else who could have done it, though. Good point. According to her, at least. She wouldn't have limped. Yeah. Takes the legs out. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as ward. Okay. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen! I would... I mean, I guess I could accuse the old lady, but I don't really think that she did it. I guess she's the only one that fits the description based on the evidence. but I don't think she did it though. But alright. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Nani? The Steel Samurai's dragging his leg in a picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury, as we just discussed. The security lady, Oldbag! Whippersnapper. I don't honestly think she did it, though. What, huh? Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Mrs. Oldbag. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. What will you do now, Kaiba? She could have briefly left the post to steal the samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Well, why would she go to the trouble wearing a steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Objection! Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Alright, Edgeworth, go ahead and hit him with it. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth... Oh, wait. Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this? And I like how the game is, like, set you up for this, because obviously they knew what I was thinking. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Oh, savage. Y'all think I did it. Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this stuff the whole way. I'll save it real quick, because honestly, it doesn't seem like she would actually do it. That's just my feeling on it. You don't see who did the murder unlike the other thing, but I don't know. Well, a decision for the next episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed that, and keep tuning in for it. Subscribe and like if you're enjoying it, and we'll see you next time. See you, fellas.